episode.
What's up, everybody? Today we are listening to an interview that we did with my good friend Amy Porterfield, and she's going to dive into how she went from working a full-time job into building up her own business. I mean, she was working with cool people like Tony Robbins and Harley Davidson, and so in this interview you're going to listen to how she jumped that gap and how you can too.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, Amy, I gotta ask right out of the gate, like based on that introduction, like tell me about and I read this on your website, but tell me about the Harley Davidson to Tony Robbins to running your own business. What did that look like?
It was such a crazy ride because at Harley Davidson, that's where I learned how to build a tribe and build a community. And it was such a great playground for me because these people were die-hard fans. Yeah. So it wasn't really hard to bring people together at Harley Davidson. But then I moved right into Tony Robbins, and that's where I learned all about connecting with an audience and engaging and inspiring. And that's where I truly learned how to create content. That was such an amazing experience. I got to pitch and catch with Tony about the content that he does on stage and in his digital products. I got to travel the world with that guy and learn what he does. It was amazing. And so taking all that, and that's where I got that entrepreneurial bug that I wanted to start doing my own thing and being my own boss. So I transitioned from 6.5 years with Tony and that team into doing my own thing. The hugest leap I ever took, and I was terrified to say the least, but so glad I did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I read something that you kind of talk about burning bridges.
Yes.
And it sounds like you had to do a little bit of that with as you kind of moved out, maybe from a little bit more of a place of safety in your position with Tony Robbins. Tell me what that was like for you.
Yeah, one thing I learned from Tony is that when you really want something really, really bad, and you know that you are in a comfortable place, that you could stay for a while and do pretty well, but this other thing is really calling you, this scary thing, this total risk thing is calling your name, he suggests that you've got to storm the island and burn the boats. And by burning the boats, instead of burning bridges, burn the boats in the sense that no way do you have the safety to get back to where you want to go. So for me, burning the boats meant that I wasn't allowed to take a side gig with Tony Robbins once I left. I didn't allow myself because I could easily ease right back into that amazing job that I had. And I wasn't allowed to take these part-time gigs with other businesses because I knew that they could lead into full-time. So I had to burn those boats in order to really stay grounded with being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I assume that that's something that you encourage, you know, your tribe, your followers to do as well. Do you ever get feedback from people that are like, hey, that's irresponsible? How do you look at that?
I could easily get that feedback, but the reason I don't is that one thing I didn't tell you is that I took baby steps to leave Tony Robbins. So long story short, in 1 minute, what I did is after about 6 years being there, I asked if I could move into a different department to start learning some of the marketing. Actually, this is about 5 years into it. So I moved from content development into marketing, where we were doing live launches, which is what I do in my business now. And then I asked, can I do part-time? And then I asked, can I work from home? And then I eventually left. So over about 1.5 years, I took baby steps to make sure I was ready to take that leap. And so when I did take the leap, it was easier to burn the boats. So I tell my students, it's okay to take those baby steps so that you don't like jump off and have no net behind you.
Yeah. But at some point you've got to make that decision that like, now's the time to burn them.
Totally, 100%.
So thanks for watching. Question of the day: what is something that you can do, or what is one bridge that you can burn that would help you go from working a job to running your own business? Just type in your answer down below, and I look forward to discussing this with you further. And if you're interested in traffic generation, conversion optimization, profit maximization, and business automation, stay tuned to this channel. Subscribe even, like just hit that, smash that subscribe button. Just, knock it all around, because we're going to send you more great videos like this one. And if you want to double your business faster and work with us to see how we can make that happen, just go to liftmedia.co/audit and we'll jump on the phone with you to see how we can help you double your business faster.